We gonna get into some things.
Oh, we gonna get into some things.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl at Royalty Blog, and we are back with more tea and more discussions today, you guys. So today isn't really celebrity gossip based, but it was something that I did want to speak about. So, you guys, in Ontario, Canada, this couple who had been together for 14 years, they had no property and no kids together, but the lady, who is 57 years old, she basically receives $53K a month from her boyfriend that she was with for 14 years. So you guys, you know that a lot of states do recognize common law marriage as a form of marriage without actually going to the courthouse and actually getting a marriage certificate. So you guys, some states that I know of that has common law marriages like Iowa, Colorado, Montana, Kansas, Rhode Island, Texas, South Carolina, Utah, Alabama, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Ohio, New Hampshire, Idaho, and Georgia, you guys. So these women are not playing with these guys. These women feel like, if I am spending all of my youth with you, I'm getting something. Because, you know, a lot of people never end up getting married, even though they've been together for a really long time. They just ended up being common law marriage, which, as I just said, a lot of the states don't recognize common law marriage, but some do, you guys. So this couple, they had no home, no kids together, but still was considered spouses in Ontario's top court. So basically in Toronto, you guys, this couple, by the name of Lisa Clemens and Michael Latner, began a romantic relationship after meeting in October of 2001. So Michael Latner, he is a wealthy businessman, and he would have to pay more than $50,000 a month in spousal support for 10 years to Lisa Clemens, whom he had a long-term romantic relationship with, even though they kept separate homes and had no children together. Ontario's top court basically ruled that he will be paying this for 10 years. It's considered common law spouses if they have both cohabitated, lived together in a conjugal relationship continuously for at least 3 years. But that doesn't necessarily mean living in the same house or home. So basically, Ontario, they basically recognizes common law marriage, even if they didn't live together and if they lived together in a conjugal relationship. Now, you guys, it gets even crazier from here. So the decision comes in the case of Lisa Clemens and Michael Latner, both who live in Toronto, who began a romantic relationship after meeting in October 2001. Now, at the time, Lisa, she was 38 and separated with 2 children. And Michael, he was 46 and divorced with 3 children. Although they maintained their separate homes, Latner and Clemens behaved as a couple both privately and publicly. They vacationed together. He gave her a 7.5 carat diamond ring and other jewelry that she always wore. She quit her job and would regularly sleep at his house. They even traveled together and talked about living together. So Michael, he proposed several times, and Lisa, she accepted. He often referred to her by his last name. However, he insisted she sign a marriage contract and came up with several different drafts. She refused. So throughout Michael and Lisa's relationship, the two kept separate bank accounts and never owned property in common. Michael gave Lisa thousands of dollars every month, a credit card, paid off her mortgage, and showered her with expensive gifts. He provided her and her children with a lavish lifestyle. And so this was found by the court. You know, when you have social media, you have pictures together, they can easily come up with the evidence that they need that you guys were in a relationship and possibly cohabitating together through social media. And sometimes, you know how you will write a person a Christmas card saying, I love you and we're going to be together forever, those type of things. You can also use those things in court when you're having a divorce or something like that. So the court basically decided that they were in a committed relationship. So when their 14-year relationship finally broke down in May of 2015, Lisa asked the court to recognize her as Michael's spouse and order him to pay her support. Michael, he argued that she had only been a travel companion and girlfriend, nothing more. And he also said that they were never legally spouses and he owed no support. And so after he said this, an 8-day trial began. And in February 2019, the Superior Court basically sided with Lisa. So in February of 2019, the Superior Court basically ruled in Lisa's favor, finding out that they were in fact longtime spouses, finding that despite their separate homes, they lived under one roof at Michael's cottage for part of the summer and during winter vacations in Florida. So the court ordered Michael, to pay Lisa $53,000.77 a month indefinitely. Michael, he did appeal the situation, but the courts leaned heavily in Lisa's favor, finding she was right to conclude cohabitation can occur even when the parties stay together separately. And the lawyer for the whole case, well, the lawyer who was Lisa's lawyer, basically had some errors in her paperwork when she drew up the paperwork about how much Michael was supposed to pay Lisa every month. So as I said, you guys, the lawyer, she messed up on the paperwork, and the court found out that Michael would have to pay Lisa support based on when they first began cohabitating, not when they first met. So because the courts decided that that Lisa will only be paid for the time that she was cohabitating with Michael, the $53K a month payments wouldn't be indefinitely anymore, but only for 10 years. So basically, they came to this conclusion by saying that it wasn't earlier than their first stay together at his cottage, meaning they didn't reach the threshold for indefinite payments. So he got off easy by paying $53K a month instead of paying $53K for the rest of Lisa's lifetime. Now, you guys, this story is definitely crazy. It's insane because who would ever thought, like, it's intriguing. Like, who would ever thought that someone would get took into court and have to pay $53K a month for someone that they didn't even marry? But that just goes to show you that sometimes you have to be careful because people do get scorned, and 14 years, that's a really long time to be with somebody and not receive anything, from the situation, because when you're married, you're expected to receive some type of spousal support to help take care of the kids. But Michael and Lisa, they had no kids together, so that's the thing that was crazy. Now, if she would have had some kids with him, now I understand $53K a month, but they weren't married or they didn't have any kids together. So that story is crazy. And then you guys remember earlier in the story, I said that Michael, he did propose to Lisa a few times, but she declined. So you declined the marriage, but you still ended up getting some type of spousal support from him, even though you declined his marriage proposal a million of times during the 14-year relationship. So what do you guys think about Micah and Lisa? Do you guys think that Lisa is very smart for spending 14 years with a man who she didn't marry, but is still receiving a $53K a month back off of this guy? Or do you guys think that Lisa is wrong? Do you guys think that Michael, he's a simp for basically allowing this to happen? Or do you guys think that Michael should definitely be careful in the women that he chooses in his next relationship? I want you guys to let me know down in my comment section below. Do not forget to like my videos, share my videos, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more royalty. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.